What's up everyone? Welcome to ShutlipsTV. I'm Alamide Salau, better picking with better voice. Last year in November, the federal government set up a joint committee of regulatory bodies to check into the violations of customers' privacy and also the unconventional practices in the money lending industry. Because Nigerians' loan companies are usually and mostly unregulatory, because debt collectors use unconventional and unfair practices to collect their loan and to retrieve their loan from defaulting borrowers. This is quite sad because an average Nigerian commercial bank charges the rate of 25% per year, but these loan apps charges between 75% to 395% per year. This was what prompted the federal government to ask banks to freeze the accounts of these dubious loan companies after they raided their office last week. We are on the street now, be asking Nigerians their thoughts on these loan acts and violations of their clients' privacy in the process of loan recovery. Also, we'll be asking them their thoughts on if the federal government is quite right for shutting them down based on these violations. Join me as I ask Nigerians these questions today. Let's do this. Do you think these loan companies, they are right in violating their clients' privacy in loan recovery process?
I feel the loan companies are doing what is wrong because of User Data Protection Act. Because people like privacy, and you can just not just infringe into people's privacies by creating an app that is a spyware that gives you people's contacts and you start texting messages to them. I think there should be a way whereby they can liaise with CBN and get their money back, either by going to the person's account to withdraw the person's money, because one thing with the BVN is the BVN connects all individuals' accounts in the banking system. So there should be a way whereby they can always recover their money back. And there should also be a way whereby you can check customers' credit history. So you know, oh, this customer, why he has collected loan from a place before, he has not been able to pay back, why, ask questions, is he eligible to connect the next loan? So all those things has to be put in place. But now sending text messages to people, see, I have evidences here. People I don't even know, they send me their text messages saying I'm owed. Now, some people can default for some reasons. So, for example, if you see someone over time, he has been paying back and he defaults, you can as well call the person to find out why and maybe create an extension for the loan and you will now charge the person. So, for me, sending messages to people randomly does not make sense.
I think that the government is not doing their work in the first place. Because how did these people, how did they come into business in the first place? And the thing is all over the place. You go to the social media, everywhere, you see them begging you, come and do this and that. I've heard from a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, how they will embarrass them, how they will, that kind of a thing. And they will make life so difficult for these people who take these loans from them that they can't even relate with their friends anymore. They can't even, in fact, people distrust them.
It's very wrong. Like yesterday, one of my friends showed me on the phone that one of our land tenants used her own retail, borrowed money. And now the bank and now the company now sending text to the guy is the one who is going to pay the money. I said, why should you pay the money when you don't know anything about? You can't pay money what you don't know anything about. He said, They said, and even tried to treat him, said if he's not paid that money, they are going to get him arrested. They are going to get him. I said, you cannot pay what you are not eating. So it's very, very wrong. Because whoever borrowed money need to be paid, not somebody we don't know anything about it. So that's what I need to say.
It is very, very bad. It is very, very bad. I think what the federal government do is very right. It's very, very good because, you know, breaking down to someone's privacy and trying to, like, for how much, it is very, very bad. So I like what the federal government is doing.
It's not even good at all because when they were borrowing people the money, nobody knows about it. And before I come to you and say borrow me something, that means we have been good rapport. So why would the people you are exposing the secret to, their confidence, are they the one to pay back? It's an embarrassment. Like last week now, they were even calling my son for somebody that, do we know her, that she borrowed money from them and has not even paid. It's not even good at all.
Sorry about that.
When I even told her, my sister, she was embarrassed because she doesn't know. I think she doesn't want anybody to know about it, but now I've known. So she was not even happy at all. It's not good at all. If they know they cannot help people, they should leave it. Other than borrowing and exposing other people's secret to another people, it's not good. It's an embarrassment.
I think it's utterly bad. You don't act that way in a civil society. What they should have done first of all is to convene a meeting and then have heart-to-heart discussion, deliberate on that first, and see how they come unanimously on be on the same page. Yes, and forge ahead.
Giving these people attention to one privacy, it is something that is no good. I'm even happy. I'm happy that government shut them down. Because in fact, in terms of deductions, when you say 6 months, some of them go ahead deducting more than that. And a lot of fraud, they make use of the fraud.
Well, first of all, before you borrow money, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into.
Okay.
So, and giving you money these days, the party involved have to find a way to get their money. But the way they go about harassing and sending message, I think before they even borrow money, you're not aware that they're going to go to that extra level. So I think it's not really fair to get involved people's privacy. And
it is right because from the beginning they have a business deal with you. Okay. You must go through their procedure, how they will operate before you partner with them. Okay. Now, after doing the business with them, then you run away, and knowing fully that they have a agreement you have done with them that if you didn't pay, they will come after you. Maybe through the BVN, access all those things, you will not be able to do any transaction with any bank again. So to me, I think it is right that they will be following up.
Those people is like a third party. Okay. Because when the loan was given, you people was not aware. Okay. So calling you people is not right. It's not supposed to be so. Okay. Because when the loan, the processing was started when they was doing the processing, you people was not contacted. So calling you people is very wrong.
Okay. To me, it's right and it's not right. The reason why I said it's not right is that even me, I've experienced that kind of thing before. That the person who went to collect loan, I don't even know the person, but I saw a message on my phone about that your friend like this is only come to before 24 hours, he had to return the money. I was like, I don't know anybody. Nobody called me and said I should stand as a guarantor for him or her for this. So it's not right at that side. And even the right part of it is right again, because we all know in this Nigeria, in this life, is that if you owe somebody money, you have to pay. It's a promise. If you want to go and collect the loan, they will tell you that this is the so day that you have to return the money. So, and it's right and it's not so.
Actually, they are doing the right thing, to me. Do you know why? You are the one to meet them. You meet them to ask for loan. So when it is due for you to pay and you didn't pay, there's no harassment for them to maybe announce to people that you didn't pay. Okay. So it's the agreement.
To be into loan is very nice. Okay. We really appreciate them for that. But for them to go around sending messages that are not good to be read, or maybe they embarrass people publicly, is very, very wrong. Because let's say when I'm giving you that loan, no one aware of that. And the promise is that you are going to pay me at the due time. If you have a reasonable reason to tell me why you don't have that money to pay, I supposed to reason with you and understand that it's not your fault. So for them to go around sending messages, public borrowers or maybe the lenders, is not good. It's not good. But I didn't blame them anyway, because let's say if I borrow money, if you don't refund it now, why can I have money to borrow another person? So that is how I view it.
What happened is I received a call before on behalf of someone that if I know so person, I should just run from him because he's owing them money. So I tried to call that number back because the person that they mentioned is someone that is very close to me, but the number is not connecting. So when I get in touch with that person to ask if it's true, but the person said no, that he doesn't borrow money from any app or any company. I've received the call like 2 different occasions like that, and the person said no. But even if it's true, they are not supposed to be calling the either contact, because the person doesn't know when the person borrow money from them. So they shouldn't disclose that privacy, because like to that person now, you may not want someone to know if he did something like that, because the reason why he did such thing is best known to him. So so they shouldn't be disclosing such thing.
I think it's not right, because under Nigeria's constitution there is right to private life. There is a right to personal liberty, and that guarantees that all your data, including your transactions, should be kept secret. Now, the third party was not there when the loan agreement was signed. They should not be involved. They should not be involved. I think it's wrong of them to do that, and they should stop it.
So now, do you think the government, they are right in shutting them down based on this violation?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Although it will favor some, it will not favor some, but I think the government is right by doing that thing. You can't just start exposing people just like that. Anybody can borrow money for emergency. Okay, God forbid something happens to you and they need to get access to funds immediately, and you're dying in the hospital, and that is the only way they can save you. And they collect loan on your behalf, and your case is being settled. Maybe you broke your bone or something. You don't expect the person to start working the next week to go and start looking for that money. It's not right.
In fact, if I have my way, I will say government should shut them down. Well, if there are a few who are honest, who are transparent, I don't know who is even honest these days. But the thing is, if there are a few that could be left to do it, that's okay. But a lot of them, I would say 90-something% are unreliable. They shouldn't be in this country. I've heard that there are people, fraudulent businessmen are just coming to the country, see nothing else to do. They just go into that.
Yes, very, very 100%. Anything which is not what is not follow the bank procedure, let them shut it down, because it's not useful. It's not useful. It's messing the people in it.
There should be a kind of a negotiation between federal government and those people. If at least the discount, what they collect, if is not much, if they can agree with the terms and conditions, I think that's good. But shutting them down totally, I don't go with it. But at least let there be a proper negotiation with those people, that there should not be interference with someone else's accounts.
The government is, their own way of things. Maybe they are asking for something from them, so they use that one as an excuse. But if not that too, the government is right, because people's privacy to be exposed is not all that good.
You see, in a democratic society, as far as I know, you don't act in whim. Okay, whatever you want to do, you think about the policy, you think about wisely, you think about the effect, aftermath, and all of that, so that you do not overshot and then probably kill an animal that has no name. So like I said earlier, it should have seen be a thing of consulting first. Probably they've done that, I don't know. But just coming on them, in Nigeria, it's just a new development. So you need to get them together, talk to them, see how you can arrange them. After all, it's online. It's not even disturbing any land portion or any geographical portion. No, it's online. So I want to state that it should have been forced to call the people concerned and then talk to them, and then see. In fact, caution them even if they find them wanting. Caution them first, because it's first of its kind. So some of them, or a number of them, or all of them, might not have been known what exactly to do before now. So you talk to them first before you take that. Yes. Yeah.
Government, they are right. Now we have a lot of G boys, Yahoo boys, make use of this app. They have created a lot of app. They have, in fact, I'm even happy shutting them down. I'm happy because they have penetrated into one personal privacy, and a lot of all these boys make use of the account to fraud people. I'm happy for government shutting them down now.
Yes, but at the other side, some people will still lose because there's people that still want to borrow and they will be okay with the invasion of privacy too. So either ways is win-win.
I don't think it is good to me. Why did I say so? Because if the government is helping people well, or government is doing their thing properly, I don't think people will be going for loan. I know you understand me. If government should help people, normally things supposed to do, I don't think people will be going for loan when things are going well. So I don't think it is good for government to shut down those companies for giving loan to people.
No, government should have no right to shut down because themselves, as a common man, it doesn't have access to get money from a bank or whatever. But this app loan, at least they help common man. You understand? It's only that some individual they are not. I don't know the lines. They are not responsible. But because if somebody give you his money for you to use and solve your problem, I believe in the right time that you put supposed to be paid. But government have no right because they cannot borrow common man money. You understand me? If you don't have property or whatever or connection, you cannot have access to get loan in the bank. But this app, at least the access.
It's not right.
Okay, why do you think so?
Understanding is this one I would say is not right is that look at Nigeria these days. I used to say somebody that person will get 100,000 naira for account this time. Now ritualist. I used to say as like a joke. I can't see that as a joke because things are not really okay in Nigeria these days. Scarcity of fuel, diesel, another thing. Imagine we are buying diesel 180. 180 naira. I think 800. Sorry. So and even scarcity of fuel, like things are not really going well. Food are expensive, so a lot of things. So some people they don't have. If they collect that loan, they can use it to start business that will make them return the money. So I think that loan is really helping. But there are some people in this Nigeria that if you do good to them, they use bad to pay you back.
I can say from the both side. Okay. In some cases they are not right. Okay. When the other way around they are still right. And why I say they are right is because we are the government. And at the same time, we work under the government. So if there is something that we need to do before the government exposes us, we need to do it before that time. And then the reason why I say they are not right is that we are the government. So we need to do things according to the government, not because we are under government. We are also the government.
First place, government is not doing very well. Okay. Generally, government that are not doing very well. So if people are running on how to sort themselves out financially outside of government don't need to be involved. Yes, whatever the embarrassment, people that have money from loan, whatever they are fixing, government don't have any say in it because they are not doing good. And that is why people are running for little money to sort themselves out. So government don't need to shut them down. They don't need to.
Government should not, because the moment when they borrow them their money, at least for that moment, they still make use of the money for a purpose. So maybe they can give them a warning, or maybe like a suspension. So if they pass through that, I know if they will come back, they will stop doing such thing. Because the moment they borrow such person that money, I think for that moment, he or she still use it for something tangible to him. So if they are shut, as in they shut them down now, such opportunity won't happen again.
Absolutely, the government is right, and they should do more of that. Okay. They should do more of that. Now, if you are giving me a loan, the transaction is between the two of us, and we should respect the transaction and not bring a third party into it.
There you have it. You've heard from the mouth of Nigerians. While many people have, personal experiences with this loan app, some people have had friends whose privacy had been violated, which is quite sad. We cannot dispute the fact that these loan apps and these loan companies have really helped out a lot of Nigerians, considering what is happening in the country. For you as a small-scale business owner, if you want to access loan, you can easily go to this loan app to get loans within 24 hours or 72 hours. That's not the case with banks, commercial banks and the rest. You have to wait for like a long time. You have to get guarantors. You have to get a lot of documents before you can access loans. So yes, they are really doing wonders for Nigerian business and Nigerians. But I would just say that their methods of retrieving their loans are quite hilarious and are quite, unconventional, which governments have started looking into, and kudos to them for doing that. However, government need to understand that these companies where the shutdown also have employees working on that. That means those people have been displaced. That means they are left without a job. So instead of shutting them down, is there a way that the government can regulate their activities? Is there a way the government can actually put an embargo or ban on them that, okay, this is the amount or the rate that you can charge on every loan? So I think the government needs to look into that and start jotting them down and start putting things in order, because yes, they are doing a lot, but more can be done for them. Thank you for watching our videos. To get more interesting content like this, don't forget to subscribe and also follow us on our various socials, Facebook and Instagram at ShutlipsTV. Also, we have an anonymous website where you can go to share your real life experiences and connect with people who have been in similar situations like yours. Just go to www.shutlips.com, www.shutlips.com. Sign up to this platform is completely easy and 100% free. This is ShutlipsTV. I'm Alamide Salah, better picking with better voice. Till we come away next time, do stay safe.